how much complexity you want to provide in that content. So nature of the content, especially the file format, nature of the learner that you should know, quality and complexity, the learning you wish to create. So these points you should always keep in mind while developing the e-content. So different type of content that you may be encountering and you may be using in your classrooms, maybe as a person, maybe using at your home also. So image, audio and document, these are the traditional type of e-content which is we are broadly using. Then the video, maybe the combination of all these features, and you are well versed with the what video is. Then we have interactive type of content that provides some interactivity technically. Sometimes we say that the video is very interactive, but that's not technical term, because you cannot interact with the video until or unless some interactivity is there, like in H5P. So interactive content where you are encountering with the, you are touching, say for example I'm touching this screen and I'm getting some reaction, so technically we call it interactive content. And then we have immersive type of content. This type of content, immersive, when you see that content properly, a good high quality content with some head mounted devices, you feel immersion. That is, you are actually standing or sitting at that place and you feel immersed, and we called it immersive content. So if we talked about the file format, say for example we have the image. There are a lot of file format are available. If you search in the your Windows system, you will find thousands of file format yet which you never used till now. The image, most probably we are using the JPG, JPEG, TIFF, SVG and PNG. What's the difference between that? Let me tell you. Because when we are using this JPG, say for example I'm
Dr.
using the
Ash,
JPG image. Yeah, please.
Dr. Ash, if you can go little slower, because
Okay.
it's taking time to sync with
Thank you.
us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So I will be a bit slow because we are connected through virtual mode, and it depends upon the internet connectivity whether someone is getting the good feeds and some are getting the bad feeds from the video. So thank you, Dr. Angel. So I'm talking about the file format because this is very important, especially for my sessions. And image, if you see, because we will be creating some 360-degree images for our virtual tour in hands-on session, what you will find that the same image will not, we you are not able to run that image in a simple container, because the container is file specific. So image may be in the form of JPG, JPEG, TIFF, SVG, PNG. So if we compare a little bit among them, then say for example, you are using one JPG image in your video. So what will happen? It will, if say for example, I'm using JPG image at this point of time, so my face will be blocked. But if I'm using the PNG, in spite of that, it's a portable network graphic. So then you will see that it will superimpose only the fingers, this space will not be hidden. So these are the difference. And SVG is a scalable vector graphic. When we use this type of images, it means if we stress that image, so it will not be pixelate if compared with the JPG. And audio file format, the most common file format that we are using, MP4. MP3. There are some other file format which are available, that AEC and WAV, because in one of our hands-on we require MP3 file format. So if you are recording the audio with your mobile phone by using any app, maybe inbuilt or some add-on, so just check the setting whether it provides output as a MP3 .mp3 files that we require, and which is broadly used. The another example of the file format from the document that we are using, maybe in the form of PDF, maybe in the form of doc, Excel, EPUB. These are the common examples that we use in the document. And then video. In video, the most common file format that we are using is the .mp4. Then we have this MOV, ABI, FLB, ABCSD, and mostly depends upon, sometimes depends upon the camera that we are using. So mp4.mp4 is the highly acceptable, and in fact you will be developing the content for Diksha maybe in the meantime, sometime maybe. So that accepting most probably the .mp4 that we should need to know, because if your file sometimes we are getting error while uploading it on the Diksha, so that you should keep in mind that what is the file format that you are developing for a PTO. And then when we comes to the interactive, that's basically sitting with our session. So interactives, basically the file format is dependent on the software that we use to develop that content. Say for example, you are using the GeoGebra for developing the interactive content. It means when you are disseminating that content to your students, to your learners, or you try to upload it somewhere or try to use it, so then you require the GeoGebra software. And if uh, these softwares provide HTML as an output, HTML tag as an output, then it is highly usable, and you can insert that HTML tag to anywhere. So that will be helpful actually. And in our case also, we will also see that how this HTML tag will be generated and how we can use that HTML tag to disseminate the different types of interactive content. So now let's move towards our interactive content that we are going to develop, and we will see. And immersive content we are talking about. So three types of content that we have that we call the immersive content. First is the augmented reality. Second is the virtual reality, and third one is the mixed reality. We will go through all the type of the content. We will see a glimpse of the different content, and we will try to develop in the hands-on sessions. So first is the augmented reality. As a definition, if we say the most common definition, augmented reality is a view of the real and physical world in which users find element enhanced by computer generated simulations, by overlaying graphics, music, animations, GPS markers, logs, etc. to augment the user environment. And the examples that I have taken as a Pokemon game, which is commonly available on the different mobile versions, and then NCRT AR app that NCRT has launched, and then Google AR is also available for development. So in common language, for a common person, what this augmented reality is, say for example, you want to do some work, or maybe you want to explain a content, then with the help of softwares, that content is being augmented, and you can perform that simulations right on your device, whatever device you are using, because mostly they works with the camera. So if you have the camera in the mobile phone, definitely it will work there. If you have in the iPad, in the tab, in the even in the laptop, they will work perfectly fine. So this type of content we call the augmented reality content. So let's have some glimpse of that content. Say for example, this is the one sample that I have screen captured while using NCRT's augmented reality app. Now you can also compare the different type of content. See, this is uh, the textbook that we have at the NCRT for class 9th. And say, for example, you want to convey this concept to your learners. The first content that you have is the ready-made available image in the textbook. You can show that image. Maybe you have a video explaining the different parts of the cell. So you can compare as a teacher, as a subject matter expert, which is better to show and to the image or to show a video. And then if you have the possibility to show or to use the augmented reality content, then you can see the difference. So this is a screen capture. So within the mobile app, the voiceover navigation for one navigation for students, voiceover is there, although I have not recorded that voiceover, but you will see a menu is given over there. So while using the app, the camera will automatically open, and you can insert that camera, projected that camera over this image, then this simulation will be live right on your mobile phone screen, and then you can navigate accordingly. So let's the video to play. So for example, uh, you want to click on any of the organelle to see the 3D structure, because this is the level specific and this is for class 9. You can go inside the cell, and then when you click, say for example, I click on the um, endoplasmic reticulum. So this is the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and you can see the 3D structure which is available. It is present around the nucleus, and then this is the lysosome. And in fact, the functioning of the lysosome with voiceover is there. Although as I said that I have not recorded the voiceover, what you can see the simulation, and then you can go back to try some other organelles. Say for example, now I'm trying this vacuole. So as we know as a teacher that vacuole don't have anything inside it, so we can go back and try for some other organelle. And let's mitochondria. So you can see the 3D structure of the mitochondria which is available. You can to zoom in, zoom out, you can go to move to any side to see the structure from any side. So in this way you can try the different parts. This is the Golgi apparatus. You can see the 3D structures right above the textbook on your mobile phone. So this type of content we called it augmented reality content, which is freely available through the NCRT app also and some other portals also. So hope you understand what augmented reality is. And then the second type of content that we have is the virtual reality, means feeling the imaginary, that is the virtual world. It is basically an experience taking place within a simulation, which can be similar to or completely different from the real world. An immersion artificial environment that is created with software and presented to the user in such a way that the user suspends belief and accept it as a real environment. So in common language, if I try to decode this one, say for example, I have developed a virtual tour of some places. So if you are able to see that tour, because for virtual reality to see the virtual reality content with true immersions, you need some extra hardware like uh, head mounted devices like this type of box that you require. Okay, so if you see the content while using this VR box, you will feel immersed that you are now currently standing at that place. Say for example, if I show you the tour of the CIT with the help of this head mounted devices, then you feel that you are not sitting at your home. You are actually sitting at the NCRT, at the CIT office, and you can move through the different rooms within the CIT while sitting at your own home. So what's the difference? In augmented reality, the environment is not changed. So for example, if I'm performing an experiment with the augmented reality, the different apps which are available, I can also feel the environment around you. I know this is the laptop, this is the water bottle, this is the table, this is the chair. If someone comes to me, I immediately know this one. But if we are using the virtual reality content, it takes you to that virtual that place from where you are able to see that imaginary virtual world. So that's the difference between the two. So let's have a glimpse of some of the virtual content. Just a few seconds. So till then, if you have any question or query, you can write in the chat box. So I'm just opening a few of the content that is uploaded somewhere. Say for example, you will see this is one of the virtual tour. Let me toggle the sounds. Okay. Okay. So now you are able to see this tour. This is one of the virtual tour that we have created, Mahatma Gandhi Ashram at Wardha in Maharashtra. So now virtual tour are of different types. Technically, one which are static, that we can develop by using the different 360-degree panoramas by stitching together. And the second one technically are the movable, which are the VR videos. Okay, so this is the static part. And if you are able to see this tour by using this VR box, then you have the immersion, you have the immersive feeling. But you can also see without that box, just I am displaying it. You can move with the cursor to see around, and we have used the different spots to tell a story in virtual reality. So for example, I have put a marker over there. If you click on this, this is the ground where Mahatma Gandhi ji used to prayer in the morning and in the evening. And this is the first cottage. This cottage is called the first cottage. And the cottage, when Mahatma Gandhi ji was came to this place, he first stayed inside this cottage. So we called it first cottage. And then there is a one charkha is putting over there. So if you click on this one, I have put the image marker to show you that this is the charkha that is placed over there. You can see it's a this type of instrument is there. Okay, so now if we wish to go inside, just click on it and you will be inside the first cottage. Although it is empty right now, there is nothing inside, but it is as a museum. But you can see the glimpse, you can see the roof, you can see the ground, and you can see the different windows and doors. And here is one marker to go outside. And now we are outside again at the in the ground. So here there is one another cottage that it is called as Bapu Kuti, because when Mahatma Gandhi was there, so this cottage was his secretariat. So information is also given. If you click on that marker, you will get the written information. So there are many ways to tell a story while using these VR tools. So it's all depends upon your instructional design, what you want to convey. So let's have a glimpse inside this, because some belongings of the Gandhiji is there. So when you came inside this one, so let me minimize a bit. So this is the Gandhiji's bed where he used to sit, and in front of him on the wall something is written, and I have put a marker over there, and it is written as Hey Ram. And some of the belongings are also there, and if you click on it, you will find the stones he used and other belongings. It is available over there. And here is the Gandhiji's chadi and crown are their shoes, you can say. And then we move outside. In the same way, we have put the different markers which is available. This is the Bakuti. So we are not going inside this one. And this is on the name of the wife of Mahatma Gandhi, Kasturba Gandhi ji, and she was commonly known as that you know very well. So if you want to go inside, you just click on it and you will go inside, and you will also find the clothes of the Gandhiji and Kasturba Gandhiji, which is available inside this cottage. And before leaving this place, he stayed at this cottage, which is called as last cottage. So as you have seen, that one virtual tour tell the whole story. So this is I believe that much better than the video. But we should not use any resources anywhere, because as a teacher, as a subject matter expert, it is our job to explore that which resource is better for your students. And if you find that, if say for example, if all of the resources are available to you through NCRT or through other portals, then as a teacher you need to find out that which resource is good for your students and for you. So this is this type of content we call as a virtual reality content. So let's move a bit further. So now I believe that you have an idea that what is augmented reality and what is virtual reality. So now comes to the third part, which is the mixed reality, and sometimes we call it MR. Just wait. Okay. So sometimes we call it MR, mixed reality, and sometimes we also call it augmented virtual reality. So it combines the feature of virtual reality and augmented reality. So now what the features are there? So for example, if the tour is available, VR tour is MR tour is available for the same place, so then what will be the changes you find out there? So then definitely um, some of the resources, maybe Gandhiji was sitting over there, okay, in a 3D modeling or something like that, and you are able to interact with that. So mixed reality merges the physical and virtual world, including real and computer generated objects. A user can navigate within the environment and interact with both real and virtual objects. So in MR, you have the possibility that you are feeling the virtual um, immersion, and apart from that you also interacting with the content which is available over there. So I have a uh, example for you to show, a small video. Just stay with me. See, for example, there is a one example from the Case Western Reserve University. What they have done, they have developed the MR experience for their medical students. The gadget actually, this is currently, this type of content is commercially available, and they're definitely very expensive. And the gadgets they are wearing, these are the Microsoft HoloLens. And then what they have developed, they don't need the dead bodies to train their medical students. So they have developed this type of content where they can actually go inside, interact with each and every part in a collaborative way. It's not just that this is one is collaborating, just one person is seeing this. Now whatever he or she is doing, everyone can join that project. So this type of content we call the immersive content. Okay, so let's move further because we are just okay. So now you have an idea what is augmented reality, what is virtual reality, and what is mixed reality. So now we will have some because in hands-on session we require, I want that you should develop some of the content. Okay, so to develop that content we require some raw content. Okay, so this half part of my presentation I will be going to demonstrate that how you can, as a teacher, you can develop this VR type of content. So in the meanwhile, along with my presentation, I will be sharing some of the link with you in the chat box. So it will be better if you uh, you know download the app that we are going to use. So first we require the Street View app to develop a 360-degree panorama. As we are saying in biology, that cell is the structural and functional unit of life. In the same way, if you want to develop a virtual tour of static type, we require the different panorama, because one 360-degree panorama is considered as the one of the constituent unit. And when we compile together the different panoramas, so definitely we will able to develop a complete VR2. So I'm just putting that link in the chat box. In the meantime, when I'm showing you some of the resources, I hope that you can download that.
Dr. Yash, they will
Yes,
be
please.
downloading after our session. The demonstration is completed. So parallelly, they can keep downloading. So we need
Yeah,
not
yeah,
wait.
yeah. So I'm just putting that link. So okay. So now after downloading, what you need to do uh, after installing. So let me close this one, because there are some of the instructions while using this app. So when you install this app, go to setting. Okay, just go to setting by clicking your photos which is available over there. Just click on the setting. Now there are few menus are available. The first one is available for hire, so don't change it, because and the second one, which is important, is the storage. Because when you capture some of the panoramas, you should know where it is available on your mobile phone, because inside your mobile phone you must have thousands of images, not just hundreds. So to find out that particular panorama, it is very difficult sometimes. So if you click on this part, you will find the two options. Although there is three one, the third one you need to create actually. Okay, you will find in app, and you will find a choose location. So then choose a location. If you click on this one, then your memory part will be open, the file manager you can say. So now you find where you want to have that folder. So if you want to create new folder, just click on the new folder above here, and you will have a new folder, and then click on the use this folder. So this is very important. You just give a name, just like if you see that I have given the name panorama, so it is available inside the pictures. Okay, in the main memory, inside there is a one folder that is pictures. Inside the pictures, the panorama is available. So whatever panorama that I'm going to create, it will be available in this folder. So this is the one thing that you need to do. And the second thing, keep it off. Delete photos and videos from device after upload. So keep it off, both options, video and photos. Although you cannot capture the videos with your mobile phone, 360 videos, but you should keep it off, both these options. The third option, see, let me clear you. This app is by Google, and we are not, adoring that part. We just need this app to create a 360-degree panorama. If you have some another thing, you can use that, but this is the only app which is currently available which can create a complete 360-degree panorama from the zenith and the beneath. Okay, there are hundreds of apps are available, you must try them, but this is, I find, most usable app. So what Google has developed this app for their own purpose to upload the
Dr. Yash,
360. Yes, please.
the participants are requesting to go little slow because most of them are doing it for the first time. So if you can little bit slow down, it would help.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so what I'm saying, because in NCRT we always prefer the open source and at least something which is available free. So this app we are using because this is available free, but Google has some another purpose of developing this app for uploading the panoramas on the Google Map. So if you want to upload, that's solely your choice, but we require this app only to create a 360-degree panorama, so that we can develop a 360-degree virtual story tour. Okay, so for that purpose, there is a one option which said that delete photos and videos from the device after upload. So if by mistake or by your intention you are uploading something on the Google, that's solely your choice, but keep it off. At least a copy of that photo will be available in your device, where in this part, first you click on this, create a folder, choose a location, and then create a folder. So give that folder a name so that you can recognize that folder and copy that content to your own laptop, okay, for further processing. And the another option, say for example, if you want to upload it on the Google, so then automatically detect faces in 360-degree and photos, keep this on, okay. Because say for example, if you have captured the panorama while other people are sitting, so it is not not permittable to share other one's photos, so then automatically the photos will be blurred. So just keep it in mind, we will only use this app to create a 360-degree panorama, okay. So when you click, you will open this app after the settings. So this is the camera portion which is available. This is the camera button. If you click on this one, you have to give the different permissions which is required to use the different sensors. This app uses three types of sensors. The first one is the GPS, global positioning system, which is available in all the mobile phones. And you know it better that GPS location is different if you slightly move from this place to this place. Okay, so it uses the GPS. The second sensor, it will use the accelerometer, although you have nothing with these sensors. But the third sensor is the gyrometers or the gyro sensor. That's very important for you to know. Because if gyro is not available on your mobile phone, you will not be able to use this app. Okay. So, and how you will check it? Let's proceed. So when you open this app, click on, sorry, click on the camera button. Over here, you will have three options. One is the link external 360 camera. Don't click this one because you don't have that. Import 360-degree photo. You might be developing the first photo. Don't click on this one. You only need to click on the camera one, the last one. When you click on it, so your camera will be automatically open. But before that, you need to stand in a static position like this one, like I'm standing, okay. So stand at a place which a bit open place. Do not stand over where you have a lot of things, because your photos will be distorted, okay. As I said that GPS is going to be changed when your hands are there and when your hands are there. So keep as static as possible you are, and don't move to any side. So while standing in this position, keep your phone in the vertical position and try to capture this one dot. Try to capture that dot with this circle. When you do that, this is the critical point. If you reach at this point, it means your phone have the gyrometers. So if anyone's phone is not working, so you will get a message that this phone is not compatible with this app. So it means you don't have the gyro sensors. And I said that gyro sensors are the hardwares. So you are not able to use this one with this pen, because these are not just the software or the some apps. So you need to have that mobile phone which has all these sensors. So this is the critical point. Now, so for example, you have the gyro sensors and it's perfectly working fine. You will find that there are four dots. So I'm repeating again because that will be a FAQ for you. If you are reaching at this point of time, your camera is on and you are able to capture that dot, it means you have all the required sensors. If don't, a message is flags that this phone is not compatible with this app. So it means you don't have the gyro sensors. GPS and accelerometer is available in almost all the phones, and few phones are there. I tried with some Samsung phone below 10,000 rupees. They don't have this one, but now almost every phone have this sensors. So now you have four dots: 1, 2, 3, and 4. It means you need to move to any side. You can move. You have the option. You can move like this one. You can move like this one. You can move up and down, whatever you want. But the prefer if you move to clockwise or anti-clockwise. So let's move. When, say for example, I'm moving towards this direction, so now I'm capturing this dot. So it will just, I need to bring that circle over this dot and it will automatically capture that. Don't move forward and backward, left and right. Just take a circle where you are standing. So let's start. So now I'm capturing each and every dot which is available on my way. So let's see this one. Okay. So this is our office, CIT. You must have seen that. So I'm capturing one by one. I'm just moving in this way. Okay. So when you capture all the dot, complete a circle, then just have your phone in bit upward direction like this one. So one circle is there. So just capture all these circles, have a round again. So capture one by one. You are, as you have seen that this is the gray area that you need to capture. Okay. And you make sure that even an inch of this area is, not left behind, so that you have a beautiful panorama. When you click this circle, you will find a few dots, 2 or 3, it depends upon the megapixel of the camera. I have tried many times. So you need to capture that dot over your head. So now you are capturing the zenith part. And when you capture this one, no, just have your phone just like in this direction, and there is a one another circle that you need to capture. So because we need to capture each and every bit around us to have a complete 360-degree panorama. So when you capture these dots, no, some of the dots are just left behind below your shoes. So at that time, you need to step out. Okay. Otherwise, you should stay over there while whole process is going on. So now you can move your feet and try not to capture your shoes. But if in any way, if you are capturing your shoes, say for example, in this video, I have deliberately captured one of my shoes because its AI is very powerful. Artificial intelligence of the camera of this app is very powerful. Say for example, uh, just you saw that my shoe is captured over there, so it will be taken care by the AI. So this is what you have to done when you do, when you capture all these things. So you will see this circle, it is whole filled and it is green in color. So it means you have captured all the dots around you. If any of the dot is left behind, then you will find that there will be some options are available. It will not fill and it will not be green color and there is no tick. It means you have left something to capture. So when you did that, just click on this part and your job is done. This is what we need to do with this app. And after that, its AI will work and they can join pixel by pixel and give you a beautiful 360-degree panorama image. So it's just doing just in a few seconds. Okay. So now if you see, you can move that with your fingers as we are doing with captures. Now you see there is no shoe is available, and this is you can see a beautiful 360-degree panorama is captured by this mobile app. And after that, whatever setting is coming, don't follow that until unless you want to upload it somewhere. But we just require to capture that panorama and then connect your mobile phone with your system and get that panorama and store it in your mobile phone. And during our break, whatever break we have, 10 to 15 minutes, if possible, just capture 1 or 2 panorama and try to capture it in place where not much things are there. Okay, maybe in some ground, maybe in your lobby, or maybe in your branda, or maybe in somewhere. So this is the one part that we require. Apart from this, we also require some other content, uh, because the portal that we are using, as we said, that at least open source or at least free, it should be available. And the free which portal is available, it has some other requirements, and the requirements of audio file. So you need to capture an audio file with your mobile phone. You might be have the different apps that you are using. So let me tell you that one file that I'm using, because it's a free, and it will not give any ad or something like that. So just a few seconds. Although there are number of apps, even your mobile phone must be having some inbuilt app, but currently I'm using this app, and most of the audio that I'm using different videos I'm capturing through this app. So I'm also sharing the link if you require, and how it will works, I will show a small demonstration of this one, so that you have a clear cut sound which is available. Okay, so now simply what you have to do while capturing the audio, you keep it in mind the few things. Mostly what happens when I say that you record a audio, so what happens, you will sit in your sofa. So that's not the place to sit in a lobby or in your drawing room. Now you should sit at a place where a lot of things are there, just like in your storeroom, maybe in your kitchen room. So that material which is available inside storeroom or the kitchen, that provide an acoustic, and there should be a less reflection of your sound. And also our stores that we have, if you have in our house, that must be, mostly we are building that inside our houses. There is no place to outside voices coming over there, so that's a better place if you go there. Okay, so just open this app. It has a very simple menu, and then it has the setting. So if you say, I just now this is the file type that we are talking about, because the portal that we are using, it will accept only MP3 file format. So always keep it in mind when you are developing any type of content, whether that portal is accepting that one or not. Otherwise, you will be in problem. So go to setting. Let me go back. So this is by default setting. Okay, this is a by default process that is opening. So setting is there. So if you click on this one, then other things you can keep as such, but this need to be changed. Record file type, and if you click on this one, just select the MP3. There is two options are available. One is .mp3 and .wav. Okay, so we need to click on .mp3 and keep the rest setting as such. So now just click on it, sitting at a place where there is no much noise, but a lot of things are there, so that acoustic feeling should be there. And then don't use your headphones with this app. I have tried this one. Yeah, if you have specialized mic, maybe, because most of the people they are using that. uh, Commonly I'm using the boa mic, so if you have that, you can use it. Otherwise, don't use the headphones, and don't keep this mobile phone um, in front of your mouth like this one. Now what will happen, the sound, the air which is coming from your mouth, it will provide some background music. So keep it like this one, maybe below your mouth or maybe on the side, because these are very powerful. And then you can record your voiceovers. Okay, so this is the things that you have done. Record your voiceover, and if you don't able to record your voiceover right now, just keep any mp3 file, if possible a short one, because the big one, if we try to upload it, it will take a lot of time. So that's will be the problem. So just stop it. If you want to give a name, you can give it, just like I'm saying, srg training. Okay, maybe I kept keep it one, and then okay, and this is available in the folder. Okay, so So now you have two things. One, 360-degree image. Second, this voiceover video. And the third one, although you have the less time for the instructional design, but let me tell you, if you are designing the two, if you want to stitch, because see, a single 360-degree panorama, you can have that. But if you want to create a tour, so then at least we require the two. Okay, not an issue. I will also share that drive after this presentation so that you can download some ready-made panorama from there. And also I have put one voiceover on the Google Drive, so you can use that one. But it will be better if you create your own, at least one. Okay, so that's my request to all of you. You can do that. Apart from that, if you have some sort of content, not that much content, just to copy and paste about the places, maybe about you, maybe something if you have written, because it will save our time of typing. Okay, so let me show you quickly the another tool so that you can able to understand. Say for example, in this tour I'm going to tell you a story. I have not embedded many much things if we compared it with the Mahatma Gandhi's tour. So, but I'm telling a story when we going to inside to any panorama. So there is a possibility that you can see around, and there is a one tab is there which show you that where this place is located on the Google map. So it will be coming because it's coming through the internet connectivity. So it will be coming over there. Apart from this, I have used, if you want to see that tour with this VR box, then you need to click on this option, which is a web VR. Because what happens over there, it's one of the cheapest headset that I have. You can open this one, open this tour in your mobile phone, put your mobile phone over there, and then just wear this head mounted device. And before that, click on this part. It will be splitting the screen into two parts. Now you can see that. Okay, so when you are moving your head, it will be moved. And as I said earlier, the gyroscope plays a very important role in this part also. If you don't have the gyro, your phone will not be automatically moved with your head rotation. But if you have the gyro sensors, then whenever you are moving like this one, it will show you that part. Okay, so that you need to do. What I'm saying, that you need to you have some of the text. Maybe you can, as a sample, you can put anything. So just these are the markers that we use for the text. Okay, and then this is how you can use the virtual tour. And when you are going to different panorama, uh, just read the story and move further, read the story and move further. So in this way, we also require this one. So one thing we just now we were talking about the two types of VR. So the one that you have just see the VR story, the static type of VR story, and this is the another type. Let me share with you the sound possible. Okay, so this is the Gandhi ashram, and now you can see that if you wear this mark, everything will be available in front of you. And also it is movable. You need to move from one panorama to the another. Automatically you can go, it will be moving actually. So we have put the different markers. Whatever we are talking, it is also available as a marker within that panorama. So you can move to any side, you can move to any side, you know upward, downward, wherever you want to see, you can see, and you feel that you are actually standing in that place. So this content, although this content is in 4K quality, but to running this content we have lesser number of containers. And currently we are running this in this VLC. If you have the VLC version above 3.1, so then it definitely run that type of content. Although it can be directly fetched from the YouTube. So let's have a glimpse of it. Okay, so marker, you can read what is written over there,
Visitors
and
are
also you are
required to
moving
remove their
along with that.
gear before approaching the memorial as a sign of respect. That marks the spot of Mahatma Gandhi's cremation on
Okay,
30th
so
January
these are the different
1958,
type of
a
tools, but
day
to
after
develop
his
these type of tool,
assassination.
you require some specialized cameras, because it's not possible to capture the 360 videos currently with
It
any
is left
mobile phone.
open
There is
to the
no such
sky
facilities available
while an
unless you
internal
have
frame
an external
support at one
camera.
end.
Apart from this, let me show you when you are wearing uh, okay, so when you are seeing this tour with the help of these head mounted devices, so then you can see how it is being disseminated. Say for example, this girl is seeing this VR tour of the Qutub Minar. So now I have put my mobile phone. So as I said that if gyro sensors are not there, when she is moving her head, it's not possible to go like this one. It will be static. Although you can move with your fingers when you are seeing on the mobile phone, but definitely the gyro is required for free flow of the movement.
आयरन
You
पिलर
know,
होगा राइट साइड
so
पे,
in way you can see that.
राइट साइड पे आयरन पिलर दिख रहा है ना?
Apart from this, let me share you one of the MR content. So now see, because this MR content is currently available for commercial purposes for skill development. So in this particular setup, I'm using my skills to hammer a nail. So you can see whatever I'm doing. So it is available. So this is a MR type of content where I'm in a virtual place and I'm actually performing something. So augmented reality, that I have pick up the hammer, and virtual reality, I was at that setup and I was not even recognized what is the environment around you, who is coming in front of me. As physically I'm not recognized that, but I'm just recognized what is in front of my eyes. So this type of content is the MR content. In the next session also, we will be working on two portals. One is that I just shown, and another is the H5P. So let's have a glimpses of the content that is created on H5P, so that during this short break, if you can have all these things on your computer, so that will be better. Because there is enormous possibilities there, but it all depends upon your instructional design, that what content you want to disseminate, what information you want to disseminate to your students. So as we know, in H5P they have the common features that you can put the different markers, you can ask the questions. So you can see this is one of the place, a great Buddha statue. So here one marker shows that how to use this VR tool. So click on the various markers to read the story, to see the video and attempt the quizzes. Click on the arrow to move towards the Buddha statue. Move the image with cursors to see and explore around. Say for example, with cursor you can explore the area, and then different markers to read the story, to see the video, to attempt the quizzes. This is the video. There's a possibility to embed the audio. As you know, these are all the features of the. So this is the statue of the Buddha in H5P. So click on this one to move towards the Buddha. So now I'm at the center. Now there is important thing that I want to highlight, and that's a part of the instructional design basically. So for example, in the next session, you are using the two panoramas to stitch together to make a VR story. Uh, Independent of any portal you are using, you must remember this one, that if you are stitching one panorama with the second to go back, you need to stitch the second with the one. So for example, I just came from the one panorama to the second one, and if I want to go back, I need to stitch the second one to the first one. Otherwise, you will come inside, but you will not be able to go back. So that part you should keep it in mind. So now we have the different markers. Say for example, I have given some information, and now you can ask the question to the learners out of this information. The learner has to give the answer, and they can move further. Okay. So here's some of the photographs, and then in the last panorama, you will be able to reach to the Buddha. And you can also take a round from here, or you can go back. So all these are available. So in the next session, I believe that you have all the information, or maybe in the break, I will be sharing with you uh, the drive, so that you have some ready-made content in your hand to try it out. And it's my request that everyone should be there. Now if you have any question, any query relevant to this part, so I'm happy to answer. So let me read out one by one from the chat box. Okay, so give the flow diagram for creating 360-degree panoramas. So I will be sharing this video and the presentation video, so that we can create, because flow diagram, as I'm understanding, that's a part of the architectural content that you're talking about. Say for example, I just said that you are compiling the three panoramas, okay, and you want that you can go from one panorama to the other one. So it means you need to sketch 1 2 2 1 1 3 3 1 3 2 2 3. Okay, so in this way, if you are using the three panoramas and you want them to be interconnected, just uh, you know have your instruction design like that way. Definitely I will be sharing the handout. uh, okay, so if you already have the voice recorder in your app, that's better if you are already using that. But my concern is file format. If your app is giving that mp3 file format, use it. If not, then use this one. So otherwise there is not an issue, but whatever app you can use. Okay. So primary arrangement, that I said that first you need to install this Street View app in your mobile phone, and try to capture a panorama with all the instructions that I have provided. Uh, if not possible at that time, I will be sharing all the resources through Google Drive, so that we can do the hands-on in a better way. Apart from that, you also require an audio file, as discussed. Audio file, a few instructions you need to follow. You should sit at a place where a lot of utensils or material is there, so that it can provide the acoustic to you. Don't sit in the open place in your lobby or somewhere else. Apart from that, if you have content, something to copy and paste to tell a story, whatever it may be, maybe not relevant to that I'm giving, or you are trying to, because at this time you might be sitting at your home. So you can capture something from there and keep a file of some of the written content, so that your typing time will be saved. No? So that things we require.
Dr. Ash, there is one more question.
Please.
There is a question whether you will be recording in the public, whether it's legally prohibited to record the public places.
This is actually, see, if you find on the Google map, you will find the different business established are available as a photos, as a panorama. So I don't think there is any problem with that. But two things you keep it in mind: don't capture any places which is under the security threat. And the second, don't capture the faces of the different peoples. Otherwise, I don't think there is any problem, because we saw a lot of photos, a lot of panoramas on the map itself. Rather, if I don't have any such guidelines, So this is what I want to say about that.
Can I just add here? Yes.
Please, please, please,
Yeah.
please.
Actually, when you are going and recording public places, every place has its own restriction given there itself. So, for example, if you want to record Taj Mahal, there are certain parts they would have restricted you to take a photograph already. So all the common places they would have given the restriction, but you can take photo of outside as it is. Nobody stops you from taking photograph of Taj Mahal. But when you enter inside the Taj Mahal on specific places, they have not permitted you to take photographs. So in that time, we should not use such places. So every place, every archaeological place, and every public like historical monuments and places have its own restrictions written in their particular place itself. So do not break the rule which is given. That's all. So we need to take care of it. But in case when you are going to, like for example, you are going to Qutub Minar, it's an archaeological place under Archaeological Survey of India, right? So you would have taken a permission inside while you are going. You would have bought a ticket to take photographs inside. So like some places there will be a ticket which you would have taken for taking photograph. In that case, to avoid complication, it is better you give the credit, like you also give like acknowledgement, because that will give a credit that you have acknowledged that it is taken care by somebody. You have taken, it's not about taking permission, but it is just acknowledging that they permitted you to take photographs inside. That's all. So that's related to commonplace. But for example, like NCRT, when you want to do a VR or about NCRT campus, we do not really encourage about NCRT because it's an organization. So there is a head, it is not a public place. So you are not supposed to take pictures of a place like this, which is under a particular organization. So you need to surely take permission if you are going to release it, because you will be releasing it under CC by SA. You do not really know what will be used by others, which we are not aware of about the security. So whenever you are taking any photographs of a place which is under a particular organization, please take permission stating that you are creating such resources, because we had an experience of doing this in Bhubaneswar when we went and asked, then they told us that these are the places which has security issues, even though it doesn't look for us, but there are issues, you should not take these areas. So it will give a better clarity. Right?
Okay, so there is a one question that how many captures, minimum captures are required. So this depends upon the areas that you are covering. So for example, you are covering the whole monument and it's a big one. So definitely on which is the important places within that monument. So accordingly that you need to choose. So second question, is it possible to embed panorama in any of the social media, not as a link, but as a photo? Definitely social media, I mean to say, Facebook has a inbuilt container for 360-degree photos and videos. The moment you upload it, it will recognize and show you a 360-degree tour. As a photo, you can upload, but Twitter don't have that option. WhatsApp don't have that option. If some videos, say for example, you are uploading that video, some 360 video on the YouTube, so directly YouTube will not take that. There is a separate process for injecting that videos through the metadata. So these options are available. And icons, that we will also see that how we can add the icons, because see, different portals has a different functionalities, and as per this virtual reality is concerned, not one portal give you everything that I have tested. Okay, so if you need to render through the different portals, so whatever portal we are using, it has some specifications that we also see. Okay, mobile panoramas can be used in our content. Are they free version or paid version in our content? So it is as such as Dr. Angel has already said, because if you are clicking that photos of some authenticate places where you have the permission to do that, then definitely it's your own content, and you can use that content wherever you want, and you can donate that content in under which license you want. So software for VR video editing. So as I said that This VR video editing, especially VR video capturing, is camera specific. There are certain cameras like Insta 360 degree, LG Cam, and some of other cameras. So they have their separate app to edit that videos. So, but that's a some expensive process. So okay, so name the softwares or apps for AR and VR. Okay, so there are a number of apps which are available if you want to try that content. So because we have the 10 minutes, so let's have some hands-on with already what uh, I'm using. So see, the most commonly using app is this is a spacecraft by NASA. Currently, you must have seen. In fact, I am following also the Mars rover. So if you are interested in that, definitely that will be helpful for you. So you can simply, it has the imaginary from the Earth, from the Mars, from planetary, and the launch. And this is a very beautiful apps to teach the concept. So for example, this launch part is there. Okay, so normally, if I say the children, have they seen the satellite? Or if I'm showing this image, because I have shown this image to many students, and I'm asking this, what is this? And they're saying this is satellite, but this is not the satellite. This is the vehicle that carrying the satellite. Okay. So while using this type of content, you can rectify all these, whatever problems that we have. So if you click on this one, now we will see the actual satellite. So for example, it requires space, so you can download. This is by the NASA JPL, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory by the NASA. Now you can see that I'm sitting inside my room, and you will see the content that being displayed. You can also use as a group. Click over there, group, and then it will ask you an ID that you can create it, and you can involve your students there while they are sitting at the different places. Now it is written over there different stages. Say for example, I'm going to stage 1. So what will happen at the stage 1? Okay, so let's click on this one. So ignition will start. You can see it's ignited. Okay, so now it is going upward and a bit slanting, depends upon where it is going actually. So now move towards the second stage. When you click on the second stage, this portion will be shut off. You can see, and you can also minimize this one. Now go to stage 3. So this part is available in stage 3. You can go, have a close look, and then you can go to stage 4. So now if you see, let me show you. This is actually the satellite that is carrying the vehicle which is carrying. This is the satellite, not that part is satellite. So in this way, you can show your students that this is the satellite, and then in the final stage, everything will be shut up, and a last portion will be available over there. So it has 5 stages. So this is also one of the good app that I use. Apart from this, it has say for example, the currently that Mars preserver, if you know this one, uh, this one. Okay, it was just landed on the Mars last week, and it just the first time it's showing the colored imagery from the Mars. So you can see each and every part over there. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can see the tires. You can see the camera. This arm, 2 arms are there. They are carrying the different sensors to analyze the data. So in this way, you can use this augmented reality type of content. And I have told you that this type of content definitely requires some mobile devices to work on, but it doesn't require this HMD to wear this one. Okay, so in this way you can use. This is the one. The second, you must be knowing this one, the ready-made, which is available by Google. So say for example, if you type tiger in the browser, so view tiger in 3D, click on this one, and then view in your space. If you click on this one, then the tiger will be live in your place. So this is there is no need to install any app. So directly the content is available over there. So you can see the tiger is there. So also with a roar. I don't know where you are able to hear this one, but I'm able to hear this one. Okay. Apart from this, that we already discussed, NCRT AR app. This one, it is available on the Play Store. You can click this one. And also during this demonstration, have you observed that we have seen two types of AR content? One that required a marker. So for example, this NCRT app is a marker specific because we have correlated with the textbook. So for example, you choose the content from the class 9, subject, biology, chapter 5, and then whatever image you are using, and then go. So it means I require this image to have this type of content. Okay, but it doesn't matter the image is colored black and white, it is disseminated through your ePathshala app. Maybe in that, say for example, it is disseminated on my projected on my screen. So when it is downloaded, I just project my mobile phone on the screen, and it will live. The simulation of the cell is live over there, just that video that I showed to you. So you can use this app also. It's a AR content. And the second one, we just see the satellite, the line. These are the marker less augmented reality content. It doesn't require any marker, any surface which is not reflecting. Okay, non-reflecting surface we require, and a ground surface actually required. Because if you try to project it on your wall like this one, so it means that the function of the accelerometer knows the rotation of your phone. Okay, it will not pop up. But if you do like this one, because it requires the ground surface but non-reflecting surface, so that way you can use. Apart from this, just the last one, um, the app that I'm using, although I'm using so many apps, but one is by the Google, is the culture app. Okay, so Google art and culture app that you can use for different it has the content from the augmented reality, it has the content from the virtual reality. So if you have any question that you can ask, otherwise we will take a break. So in that break, I will be sharing, just I will be sharing the drive, and I love if you capture any panorama. Otherwise you can download that panorama that we will use in the next hands-on. So over to you, Dr. Angel.
Thank you, Dr. Ash, for giving a very interesting presentation. And I could see in the chat box, many people are writing that they are very happy. Uh, we have now not used H5P at all. H5P will be a next session tomorrow. Now we have learned there are some concerns also. So some of them have gone completely off because they are feeling like it is too much and it is beyond their technical expertise. So I would like to just tell you few things. We have kept this session. We know that there are difference in everyone's technical expertise. Everyone may not be able to create this VR content because you may be at a very basic level. May not be everything, at least 360-degree panorama you can create. Take just the photograph and create a 360-degree photograph itself is a good resource. Though we have given assignment to create one VR content, we would request all of you to try your level best to create what is the level you can do. We are not forcing you to come out with a complete content. Okay. So we are just expecting your everyone, whatever is your limit that you can, but don't be without trying. 360-degree panorama is possible to be taken by every person. It's not at all a very difficult thing. We have also experienced like people who do not even know to use properly the mobile. They also has been taught in our previous experience to take 360-degree. So please at least do that. Okay. So don't feel that this assessment assignment which we are giving, whatever is your possibility, please submit it. Even after all this, if you feel there are some people even who cannot even have confidence to do 360-degree panorama, we are not going to force you, because everyone's it's not everyone's cup of tea. So what we wanted to do is, those who are able to do this assignment, you please go ahead with this assignment. Those who are not able to do this assignment, you will complete two activities of the previous assignment. In the first session we have given one infographic and one mind map. Those who are not able to do anything here, they can do mind map as well as infographic and submit it in that assignment. If you are able to do only 360-degree panorama, please submit as assignment. That is also accepted. But if you can please apply whatever Dr. Esh has explained, you can slowly improve yourself, and we are not going to ask you to submit this assignment by today itself. You can submit this assignment before coming Sunday, because it needs time for you to some record videos, some record images. So we are going to give Saturday, Sunday, we have given full time to do hands-on only. So this session will have time for you to complete it on Sunday. So do not worry about it. And as many people have asked, you wanted a hands-on handout for doing this as step by step. Dr. Eshpal's presentation, the video he has shown to you, all these things will be uploaded into the course portal today itself. Whatever he has shown and whatever links he has, all that content we will be taking it and we will upload today for you to go through. So you will be having this reference for you to even go after this particular session, read yourself, try to slowly understand. Some of you were writing that you lost a network connectivity. Some of you were not able to follow in the speed we were going of. So for all this, we will be giving all the resources to you. You can take your own time, slowly go through it, and then you can complete it. So that you are even for this assignment we will accept 360-degree, but if you could do some good resource after this workshop, you are free to share with us, and we will also be happy to see your work. And if it's coming out very good, and if we can also publish it as a resource for others to use it. So with that note, I thank Dr. Yesh. If there is any question now, all the questions in the chat box has been informed. So now next session, you will be freely allowed now to go do your practice. So Dr. Yesh will be available online now. So I'm going to leave Yesh alone in the room. And participants are there who wanted to just leave the room and then do your practice, you can do. But if you wanted to interact with Yesh, he will be able to take over that. Okay. Yeah. So we are giving permission to unmute yourself, but we request one at a time to ask your query so that it will help us to address you. Others, please carry on with your tryout. Sorry, Yesh, I'll just take a minute because the previous assignment, many have been reporting easily is not working, but we could see now easily has started working. That's what I got information. Yeah. It's little slow, but it is working now. Okay. Maybe like you can take time, since some of them have requested that they need more time. This is the first day of hands-on. We will extend some time for you to submit your assignment. So now easily is working. Those who didn't complete easily and mind map can also do it. But if you can first try out this, you can start doing this activity as a first one. So in case if you have still queries of registration or login, I request not to concentrate on that now. Please concentrate on developing the content. But these two things kindly take over after 5 o'clock. 5 to 7 o'clock, the state-wise already our team is taking, state-wise support team is taking. So please only deal it in the group so that they can make a note of whoever's issue is there. You put the message. You put the message in the group. Even now it's not working. This is my mail ID. So we will take over and resolve and put it into your group itself. But do not spend your time on that. Please spend on practicing it. There was one query. Many people were saying that mind map we installed, but it is not working. So in the link which I have shared, if you have seen it, for mind map to work, there should be Java app installed in your system. Most of the system comes with the preloaded Java, so some of you may not require to install. It will run in laptops. But in your desktops, in your office laptops, you should install Java also. In the same link itself, instruction is given. Okay, it is Java based, so you need to install Java software. So for every tool, there will be some supporting software to be installed. So kindly please do that. So install and see if you're able to work out. If you have any query related to this 2 sessions, you can keep putting in the chat box. We will respond to it. Yeah. So is there any queries who anybody would like to ask? So I wanted to take a break and continue. You can leave the meeting as well. But if you wanted to ask anything, you can be on the queue. Ritu, madam, you have just raised your hand, please.
Madam, shall we go on with our work?
Yes, sir. I have already said, like, if you
Madam?
have to continue, please leave the meeting. You can continue.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am, Paul sir is there, ma'am. He's available.
Yeah, he will be here. Paul, sir, Yashpal.
Yeah, I'm here.
He is here. He is there.
You can
ask, I
will answer, please.
Sorry, Yash. The next session will be in the morning tomorrow, same at 9:30. Please join tomorrow at 9:30. So those who have questions, you can please ask the questions to Yashpal.